Hey, what's up, guys? It's Cesc here at Paddle Academy, and you'll never guess where I'm at. Aventura Mall. Walk with me. Now, you're asking me why am I at a mall? Well, I mean, malls are all over this country, right? And Aventura Mall is always packed, but they're always looking for unique ways to collaborate or bring people here, right? So I've heard that there is a paddle club here at the mall. Now, could that be true? I don't know. I've heard things, I've heard rumors. I'm thinking, is it indoors, is it outdoors? What can it be, right? But I think it's a genius idea of having some type of sport like paddle, or even our arch enemy pickle at some of these malls. You know, some of these malls are not doing that well. Aventura Mall is doing great. Because it's always packed here, but they're always looking for unique ways to draw people in and collaborating with sports or other companies. So let's check it out and see if the rumors true. Hey Jesus, how's it going?
How are you?
How's everything, man?
Good to see you.
This place looks amazing.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
2 weeks. You've been
Yeah.
open 2 weeks. Wow.
Yes, yeah, last, not this Monday, last
So
Monday.
tell me a little bit about this, the project, and why is it at the mall?
Well,
Aventura Mall, right?
yeah, Aventura Mall, yeah. So this club, the name of this club comes from a paddle store.
Yes, Casas Padel.
Yeah, Casas
They've been here
Padel,
from
they
the
have-
beginning. They have a great e-commerce store. We worked with them before.
Correct.
Great company.
Correct, but now they found a way to build a Casas Padel Club through the team in Aventura Mall. They said it was like a great idea. We got the permits and we made it happen.
So let me ask you a question. Who's behind this project? I know you're a coach here, right? The head
Yeah, I'm
coach here.
the GM and the head coach.
So who's
Yeah.
who's the main people here behind this project?
Yeah, well, it's a group of Venezuelans.
Yep.
The Casas Padel Group.
You're up. So that's Bass and
Bas, Javier.
yep.
Bas, Javier, and then Carlos Pinto.
Carlos. Yep.
And then the other group is the Mr. Padel, which is the owners of the courts.
Yep.
The one that brought the company that brought the court, which
Sure,
are
okay.
Dixon,
Okay.
and they're very good friends. They get along and they manage to make it work.
Very, very cool. I love design. I love the color. But let's talk a little bit more about you, Jesus. Why don't you give me a little bit about your story?
Well, I come from a tennis background.
Okay.
I played professional tennis in Venezuela. I played Davis Cup. I represented my country. But then paddle came along. I started playing paddle during COVID.
Okay.
I fell in love with the sport, and I always wanted to manage a club. So
Now, is that here or in Venezuela?
I played in Venezuela and then played here. I travel all around the world. So
Gotcha.
I went to school as well, so I got an MBA.
Nice.
And then I wanted to mix both of my passions, finance, entrepreneurship, and then combine it with paddle or tennis. So here I am.
Yeah, and paddle, right?
Yeah,
It's
I
great.
love it.
Florida. Yeah, it's amazing.
Florida.
Right? Okay, well, big question. What do you like better, tennis or paddle?
Well, right now I like. It's a tough question. You know, I don't want. But right now I like paddle more because I feel like I'm learning every day that goes by. I'm learning more. In tennis, I feel like I only learn so much.
Oh, so big question. You know, tennis is only so many shots, right? And paddle is over 25 shots, right?
Correct.
So have you transitioned yet, or are you still playing a little tennis on the paddle court?
Well, I always have that aggressiveness on the court that I need to calm myself down sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes don't drink too much Celsius because
So you're a left-sided player, left side for sure, right?
I like the left, but I try myself to play right in the right side so I can learn more about the sport, more
smart.
strategies, start seeing the call a little different, and I saw the game different once I was in the right side. So I think I'm improving as well as I'm learning things that I can transmit to the students I teach.
Great. All right, let's talk about the courts, okay? What type of courts are there? What brands are these courts?
So these are Dixon brand. These are Dixon brand. They're in Venezuela. They have over 100 courts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're manufactured in Venezuela?
They're manufactured in China.
Okay.
And then they brought them here. It's basically this, like, you know, the metal structure, the glass.
Panameric glass.
Yeah, Panoramica. Yeah, and then the turf. And turf, it's
Is it
Very similar, the latest technology, which is the
Is this textured or is it
textured. Yeah,
it is textured. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
textured.
Like a Mondo type.
Like the Mondo type of, yeah. It's same thing, just different. It's a different
Now,
brand.
did you guys have to go through a situation of hurricane-proof courts?
Yeah, well, we had to go well, these are temporary courts.
Oh,
We
okay.
have a structure in beneath. Nothing is
I
turned
gotcha.
into
So this is
the.
this is more of a pop-up club right now.
It's more right now. It's more than a pop-up club.
Gotcha. And
Per,
so let me ask you a question. What is underneath here? How did you level it off? Is it metal? Is it
we level it off like putting a little cement but it's
cement?
it's mainly over the parking lot.
So it's a little
So
trap rock, a little dust, and leveling it out, and you actually put cement
correct.
too?
We put a little bit.
Gotcha. Just
So it could be level wise because the mall didn't want us to
anything
do
permanent.
the slab. We
You're right.
couldn't do the
Anything
slab,
permanent,
anything
right.
permanent. Nothing here is permanent. So it's
So
like a
I'm
pop up.
looking to see how it plays. So how many courts do you guys have?
We have 4 courts. We are the number 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is like our idea is to have this. Whenever we have an event, we put like stands and chairs so
Yeah.
everyone can see and you can see the mall behind.
It's really cool.
But yeah, these are our 4 courts, and our goal is to open more clubs in.
Do you think in other malls or
Well,
other facilities
it's a good
there's
strategy.
anchor stores there that brings people in?
That's the goal for the group is to open in other malls. And it brings people to the mall, and it's you need something, you go inside the mall, you buy it, so you come back, and it's
So-
family oriented.
So a big question. The main goal, obviously, of putting it in the mall is to get that traffic and to get that visualness. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Is that really? Is it working? Are people coming by looking? What is that?
we
And
have-
walking by and says, "Hey, let me try it."
Yeah, we have over 20 people coming by every day. Just because we're next to the mall, there's a big walking.
Yeah.
They
main
call it the
entrance.
circle in Aventura. People work out a lot. They come by. They ask sometimes, "Oh, I want a lesson. Let's go play." And it's been very interesting how people are curious. Aventura, from the sense that I got is that they don't know a lot about paddle. Maybe because
Right.
the people that live here just stay here.
Yeah.
But they're starting to pick up, learn more about the sport. They come, they stop, they film, and then they call. Hey, I walked by, I saw it. This is interesting.
Big question. How much? How much is it for 90 minutes? Do you guys have a prime time, non-prime time? Do you have members, non-members? How does that work?
Yes, we have a prime time. We have a prime time from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then from
How much is it from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.?
it's the hour and a half is $120 per person,
So
with taxes included.
So it's $30 a person.
$30 a
Okay.
person, which is fairly
Fair market.
Yeah, fair market. Yeah.
Pricing for.
And then in the non prime time is 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and it's $80 the hour and a half, so it's 20 per person.
$20. That is a great deal.
Yeah. So it's
$20. I gotta say, I think that's the cheapest.
Exactly. But what
That
we're
is the-
opening, it's
that
like a
is the
special
cheapest.
opening price. So we want people to come by, play, and motivate them to keep coming.
So how much does it cost for a clinic?
For an hour clinic, the intro, which is an hour, learning the basics and the understandings, it's $40 an hour.
Okay.
And then the beginner clinic, an hour and a half, is 55. So it's a fair market price.
Okay. And
with
if
all the rest
somebody
of the
want to
clubs.
get some training, coaching from you or the other coaches, how much would that be an hour?
It's around 125 and 150
Okay.
for the hour. So
It's about
yeah, we have another experienced coach from Ecuador, Andrea de Llena,
Mhm.
and he's very good, and he's putting a lot of effort into growing this program.
Now, where can they book a court? Are you guys using a booking platform?
Yes,
Like
correct. We're
Point
using
or-
play by point.
Oh, you are play by point.
Yeah, we're using play by points. It's very user friendly. It's
The address
convenient.
over there
Very
is great. Yeah.
couple clicks, and yeah, I totally recommend all clubs to play by point.
Let's talk about benefits. Is there any benefits here? I see that you have this nice little area here. Do you guys do like little events or parties? Is there a bathroom, showers, anything like that?
Well, right now, since it's a pop-up, we have 2 weeks. Right now, we have the bathrooms inside Macy's, which is you
Yep.
go a couple minutes, 3-minute walk.
Yep.
And we eventually have our own bathrooms and our own convenience store. But as of right now, it's just prove this concept works, and then
Gotcha.
eventually grow from there. And what else?
So-
We do events.
Okay.
We were starting to last week. We did events. We collaborated with Divieto, the restaurant.
Okay, nice.
So our idea is to start collaborating with restaurants and offering them this different concept that you don't have to go to a restaurant. You can be here playing paddle and grabbing something to eat, a panini.
Great
or
idea.
shake. So yeah, that's we have to brainstorm and put into play all these ideas.
I think that's an amazing idea because you can collaborate. You're right. People come here to eat, let's just say discounted food, and they could play paddle for free. Just give the exposure
Exactly.
to paddle, and a certain percentage of those are going to come back and be paying customers,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
That's a great, and you could easily do that because there's so many places here at the mall, right? Restaurants, right?
We have the good thing about being here is we have so many like different stores. I don't even know how many stores are
Right.
there or brands
Yeah.
that we can if they're interested. Okay, let's put it into play, and that's our idea. That's our idea for events. Do like a brand activation.
Right,
of
right.
this here
It's a great idea. Great collaboration.
I think
Just amazing.
and we get the word out of this club.
Yeah, you need exposure. Now, this is a pop-up, meaning it's non-permanent, right? So how long do you guys have a license or whatever to have this pop-up store? Is it 6 months, 1 year?
Well, we
How
had
does it work?
at the beginning for 6 months.
Okay.
Now we have it, I believe, 6 months to 1 additional year.
Okay.
The mall wants the directives of the mall want to see how the increase in numbers revenue,
Gotcha.
which is, and then eventually we'll be able to generate renew the contract for as long as
As long
the
as
mall
they want
wants.
to. Right. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I think it's a really great idea. I believe that, well, here, Aventura Mall is huge. It's a huge mall. I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
I think in Florida in general, the malls are doing great, the majority of them. But there's some malls that are not doing that great. Same thing in other states. And I think this is a great concept. You know what I'm saying? Of being able to put, even indoors, right? Being able to put paddle courts or even any other sports. I hate to say this, even pickle, you know what I'm saying? Which is the arch enemy of paddle. But even that would work inside malls that, let's just say, aren't doing that great. And it could bring people there.
Well, I have a good example I have a club in Venezuela.
Okay.
And it's in the rooftop of a mall.
Wow.
So I'm a little familiar with it, and
So let's talk about that, your experience in running clubs. So you have a club in Venezuela, right? How long have you had the club
yeah,
there
well,
for?
I've had this club since the beginning of 2023, January 2023.
Okay.
I started that venture with my brother
Okay.
and partners. Or my other partners are the owners of the mall.
Okay.
And it's been great. Of course, it's a great it's a big learning experience. I manage a way of finding a way to have revenue and increase revenue in a country where it's political unstable.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have to get that creativity out
Yeah.
and put it into play. And I'm transferring all those things into here. And
Yeah,
I
right.
believe in less than 2 months we'll have this program all filled up, and the course will be we'll have a nice community.
I think so. I want to come down here and play in
You're
your
invited
advance.
anytime,
if you
yeah.
feel I'm up to it.
Anytime you
Cool.
come here, we're happy to have you.
Great. All right. So how many courts did you have there in
We
Venezuela?
have 4 courts,
4
3
courts.
indoors and,
Indoor,
and 1
wow.
outdoors.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's great.
So we've done big tournaments, over 500 players.
So big question. I know how much it costs here to play, but how about in Venezuela in your club? How much is it for 90 minutes for a person?
90 minutes is
And US dollars?
in US dollars. It's around $20 an
Oh,
hour
it
and a
is.
half.
Wow. So it's still kind of almost the same.
Yeah, and the private lesson it's around 60.
Okay. So it's a little bit less.
It's a little bit less.
Wow. So it's still kind of almost high as the US, right?
Yeah. The thing is that whenever there's It's so politically stable that whenever election comes, people get scared and they stop spending.
Ah,
So they want to get. So now that after the election, let's see in January, let's see how that evolves,
right.
and we'll see how people start acting. It's been a great learning experience.
Right. So I assume you're gonna have tournaments, right? Club tournaments.
Oh yes, of course. I want to have club tournaments, internal club tournaments. I wanna make this feel the vibe of a country club. It's
Okay.
not a country club; it's a pop-up club, but I want to, family oriented, and
Right.
where family comes in place and have different ideas where will come into play.
So now, do you guys plan on having any type of tournaments here? Not club tournaments like the USPA or any other type of tournaments that may want to host?
Of course, we're open. We're open to host any of those tournaments. Yeah, I've talked to Charles,
Yep.
one of the the Red Paddle, the founder of Red Paddle, and I've talked to Marcos del Pilar as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna do something together. I have no doubt.
Right. Well, I mean, this is a really cool concept. I love it. Jesus, I think you're gonna be able to develop this without a doubt, especially with your experience. And I want to just thank you, and I want to wish you all the good luck. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Cesc, you're welcome here anytime.
Thank you very much.